Hello everybody, welcome back to week 2 of our BearFit on demand. Today you'll just need your body weight, some water, a towel. I've got a couple dumbbells, a couple kettlebells, and a heavier kettlebell if you have that option. Go ahead and use it. Otherwise, you can use whatever you have available, and let's get started. All right, we're gonna warm up today with some body weight cardio movements. So we're gonna start by jogging in place, nice and light and easy, trying to get some blood flow to our working muscles here. Remembering again that we have a relationship with our arms and legs, in that my left arm and right leg are married, and my right arm and left leg are married. Trying to maintain a rhythm here. Let's go right into jumping jacks. Nice and easy. Nice soft knees when we land. Big arms here. We're gonna do each of these movements for about 20 seconds. We've got about 7 movements, and we'll go ahead and go through this twice. As we get warmed up here, let's go right into our skier. So a little hop and switch of the legs. My arms are pumping as well. Nice soft knees on the landing. Staying on the balls of our feet here. And we're gonna go right into a high knee. So we're gonna go knees nice and high, trying to pull them to hip height, still pumping my arms, landing on the balls of my feet. Let's go 8 more seconds here. 5 seconds. And into a butt kick, bringing those heels to our glute, maintaining nice rhythm with my arms and legs. We're gonna stay here for another 10 seconds. Trying to achieve that first bit of sweat here in this warm up. We're gonna go lateral bounce. So nice and light, back and forth. And we're gonna turn this into a longer movement here in about 10 seconds. 5 more seconds here. Okay, we're gonna go Heisman. So sort of like a grapevine, step, step, plant, pumping my arms, pulling my off leg up, keeping my trunk nice and tight. 8 more seconds here. 3 seconds. And into a mummy kick. Tapping my toes. Hands are shoulder height. Crisscrossing. Kind of recovering a little bit from that first round. We're gonna run that back from the top here in 3 seconds. Okay, back to our jog. Trying to intensify our movements on the second round. If you can pick your knees up a little higher or increase your rate, your work rate here, feel free to do so. We've got 5 seconds left here. And jumping jacks. So if you start to get a little bit gassed in this warm-up, focus on your breathing. Slow down your work rate if you need to. We've got 8 more seconds of jacks. And then we're going right into our skier. Here we go, we're skiing. So I'm jumping and switching, finding a rhythm in this skier. We've got 8 seconds left here. And then we're gonna go into our high knee. 3 seconds. And high knee. Picking those knees up, nice and high. Pumping our arms still. Don't forget about your arms. 8 seconds. 5. And butt kick. We're almost to the end of this warm-up. Just 3 more moves. Trying to bring those heels to our glutes. 10 seconds here. 5 seconds. And into our lateral bounce. Picking that leg up a little bit as you push off it. 10 seconds. We've got 5 seconds left here. And into our Heisman. So a grapevine, sort of. Step, step, plant. Pump your arms. 10 seconds here. 5. And mummy kick to finish up the warm-up. We're about 5 minutes in. 10 seconds left of this warm-up. I'm sweating now. 5, 3, 2, 1, rest. Okay, so for this first circuit, all you'll need is a dumbbell, okay, or some light weight. And we're gonna do 4 movements, 30 seconds per movement. We're gonna start with a basic polyp squat to prime our squat. Today's theme is strengthening and getting better with our squat endurance at the bottom of our squat. So we're gonna start with a dumbbell polyp squat. We're gonna push the weight away from our body as we sit back. Then as we come back up, we're gonna pull the weight back toward our body, just like last week. So we're gonna go for 30 seconds here. We're gonna start in 3, 2, 1, go. So pushing the weight away. This shouldn't be a terribly difficult exercise to start with. I'm sitting all the way down. I'm pulling my knees out as I go down. Weight goes away from my body at the bottom of my squat. We are halfway through this exercise. Push those hips back, pull those knees out. Stay on the entirety of your foot. We've got 5 seconds left here. 3, 2, 1. All right, relax. Next up, we're gonna go with a heartbeat squat. So we're gonna sit at the bottom of our squat like we just finished the last rep of a polyp squat. And we're just gonna push the weight away and back toward our chest for 30 seconds, okay? Here we go. 3, 2, 1. So I'm at the bottom of my squat. Weight to chest and away. Chest and away, okay? You're gonna feel potentially some discomfort in your lower body here, because we've got another 15 seconds. Fight the urge to stand up. Stay low. 10 seconds. My legs are burning a little bit. We've got 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. All right, stand up. Okay, so next up, we're gonna go classic shoulder tap, push up. You can modify this by being on the tops of your knees, or you can alter your range of motion if you need to. I prefer if you modify this movement in a way that allows you to do perfect reps, okay? So we're gonna start hands under our shoulders. We're gonna go for 30 seconds again. We're gonna tap, tap, and then chin to ground for our push-up, and then back up, tap, tap. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1, shoulder tap, down, up, tap, tap, push, okay? My hands are under my shoulders. They're internally rotated. I'm trying to keep my trunk nice and tight. I'm controlling this movement. We have 10 seconds left. Chin to ground, tap, tap, push. 5 seconds, tap, tap, push. One more rep, tap, tap, push. All right, relax. All right. Next up, we're gonna grab either the pair of dumbbells you have, or if you have a heavier set, feel free to do that. We're gonna build upon what we did last week, where we just did shoulder presses here, and we're going to do a little bit of a vanity exercise. We're gonna curl and press from a kneeling position here. So we're gonna grab our kettlebells. I've got 20 pounders here, and we're gonna start in 3, 2, 1. So hips are all the way forward, curl, rotate, press overhead. Control this movement the entire way. So when I get this kettlebell to my shoulders, I'm rotating and then extending my elbows, flexing my elbows, rotate, press overhead. Nice controlled movement, 10 seconds left. This one isn't a race. Control your reps, feel the tension. We've got 3, 2, 1, and rest. Okay, so from the top here, we've got our dumbbell, and we're gonna go another round of Pollock squats. We're gonna go 30 seconds. We'll start here in 3, 2, 1, and squat. Okay, we're trying to build the perfect squat. So when I squat down, I think about my hips going back, my knees going forward at the same time. I'm thinking about I'm spreading the floor with my feet, pulling my knees out of the way so I can squat all the way down. We have 12 seconds left here. I want my femur bone and my foot angle to match. We've got 5 seconds left. Nice quality movements. 3, 2, 1. All right, rest. Okay, next up we're gonna go heartbeat squat. So for our Pollock squat, we're gonna sit at the very bottom of it and go away and toward our body at the bottom of our squat here. We're gonna start in 3, 2, 1, sit down, and then bring this dumbbell to your chest, and then away, continuously. It's not a race. Feel the burn in your legs. We're strengthening the bottom of your squat. Okay, if you can sit here comfortably, you're doing well. If you feel some pain, that just means we're getting a little stronger. We've got 8 seconds left, and we've got 5. Almost there, keep going. 3, 2, 1, rest. Okay. All right, next up, we've got another round of tap, tap, push. So let's get in our high plank position and go for 30 more seconds. I'm gonna go a little faster this time, okay? So try to get a little more reps in. Here we go in 3, 2, 1, tap, tap, push. No pause at the bottom, down and up. Trying to get reps in. Stay nice and controlled. I'm squeezing my trunk and my glutes. We're halfway through here. Shoulder tap, push. Tap, tap, push. 8 seconds. Almost there. Let's go one more rep. And rest. Okay. All right. Next up, I'm grabbing my kettlebells again, and we're doing nice controlled curl to press. We're gonna start here in 3, 2, 1, curl, press, control. Again, I'm trying to get a few more reps in than I did the first round, if possible, but I'm controlling this movement, rotating my wrists. Once I get up to my shoulder joint, press overhead, trying to bring my biceps to my ears. 10 seconds. Almost there. 5. Last rep. Big push. Control the downward. All right, relax. All right, round 3, third and final round of this circuit. Back with our dumbbell. We're going pull-up squats again. Here we go in 3, 2, 1, and squat. Pushing this weight away. You should be able to wiggle your toes at the bottom of your squat. Feel nice and even on your feet. When you squat down, this weight should serve as a counterbalance halfway through to your squat. So if you ever feel unbalanced when you're doing a body weight squat, it may help to have a counter weight. 5 seconds. 2, 1, rest. Okay. All right. Next, we're gonna do our heartbeat squat. So we're gonna sit at the bottom of a squat for 30 seconds. Ready, and go. So weights out, chest away. Think happy thoughts. This is a mental toughness exercise as well as a squat strengthening and endurance exercise. Oh my goodness, we're halfway through. We're getting there. Keep those knees from caving in. Stay nice and low. We've got 5, 3, 2, 1, rest. Okay. Next up, we have tap, tap, push. Third and final round, 30 seconds. Here we go in 3, 2, 1, tap, tap, push. Go at your own pace. Modify as needed. If you just need to stay in your taps, feel free. My shoulders are burning. We're getting close. We've got 15 seconds here. We're almost there. Keep working. 8 seconds. Keep pushing. 5, 3, 2, 1, rest. Okay. All right, next up we have our kettlebells, curl to press. Last exercise of the circuit. So here we go in 3, 2, 1, curl, press, control the movement. I know you might be a little fatigued here. I'm hurting a little bit too. Control your reps. Keep the weight directly over your shoulder joint when you press. Keep the weight close. Control the downward. 10 seconds. Big push overhead. We're almost there. 5, 3, 2, 1, rest. Okay, next up, I'm gonna grab my heavier kettlebell. It's a 30-pounder, but I will switch back and forth to different weights, but I'm gonna start with this 30-pound kettlebell, and we're gonna go single arm kettlebell swings for 20 seconds per arm. Okay, that's our first exercise. So when we do this swing, my knees are slightly bent and it's all hip hinge, okay? So slight bend in the knee, let the weight go back between your legs, throw your hips forward, don't front raise. This is not a shoulder front raise. This is all hip power, and then the force production through your arm to your hand to the kettlebell. So let's get started here in 3, 2, 1. So load it behind you, big hip swing. We've got 20 seconds per arm. I'm keeping this kettlebell closer to my hip joint and further from my feet, okay? We've got 5 seconds here on this arm. 3, and switch hands and go right into it. We're just continuously going here. I'm reaching the weight behind me to find better leverage, and I'm throwing my hips out. 8 seconds here. We got 5 seconds. Almost there. 2, 1, rest. Okay. Next up, we're gonna revisit the bottom of our squat. I've grabbed my kettlebell. We're only going for 20 seconds this time, okay? So I'm gonna sit at the bottom of my squat here, and I'm going to figure eight this kettlebell between my legs, okay? Here we go in 3, 2, 1. I'm just swinging this thing between my legs, staying low, focusing on catching this kettlebell and not focusing on the discomfort in our lower bodies. 8 seconds, almost there. 5, 3, 2, 1, rest. Okay, next I'm bringing back my heavier kettlebell. Like I said, you can use whatever weight you have. We're going to clean and then press this overhead. So I'm going to have this weight in my arm. I'm gonna jump the weight to my shoulder and then press overhead, okay? On the way down, I'm keeping this kettlebell super close to my body. I'm not bending my elbow until after I jump, okay? So 20 seconds per side. Ready, and go. So nice and controlled. You can use your knees on the push press to pop it up overhead. Kettlebell directly over my shoulder joint. So I'm jumping, pressing. My offhand is kind of like a counterbalance. 5 seconds here. 3, and switch hands and jump. Okay, I'm right-handed, so this side might look a little different, but it feels all right for now. Notice I'm flipping this kettlebell, but I'm not letting it slam my shoulder. 5 seconds, nice soft landing. 1 more rep. Good, and rest. Actually, I think I can use that. Okay, next up, I'm gonna keep the same weight. We'll see how it goes. We're gonna revisit our single arm and single leg Romanian deadlift. So I'm lifting one leg off the ground, slight bend in my knee. I'm focusing on staying balanced and controlled and reaching this back leg back. This is my balance control, okay? 20 seconds per side. Here we go, 3, 2, 1. Trying to find a balance here. If I can go all 20 seconds with my left foot off the ground, that's a win. You should feel a nice stretch in the leg you're working. So my right leg, almost fell. Okay, last rep there. Switch sides, and here we go in 3, 2, 1. That back leg is my balance control. I think this might be a little bit easier with the more weight I've added. Keeping me nice and in line. We've got 8 seconds. Up, lost my balance. All right, let's go. 1 more rep here. Control the whole way. All right, and rest. Okay, so round 2, kettlebell swing. I'm grabbing my 30 pounder and I'm swinging for 20 per arm. Here we go in 3, 2, 1. Throw those hips. This is all hips and back, all posterior chain. And my arm's just going for the ride, as is the weight. 10 seconds. We're getting there. 5, 3, 2, 1, and switch hands and go. I'm letting this weight go between my legs and behind me. Chest toward the ground, back nice and straight and contracted here. We've got 5 seconds, so I don't want a loose lower back. I want an extended lower back. And rest. Here we go with my 20 pounder. We're going figure 8s for 20 seconds, sitting at the bottom of my squat and go. So I'm just snaking this kettlebell through my legs to try and not think about the fact that I'm at the bottom of my squat again. 10 seconds. Keep going. Oh, almost lost it. 3, 2, 1. Good. Back to my 30 pounder, and we're going clean to press. So I'm jumping this weight to my shoulder, jumping it off my shoulder. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Big jump and rotate. Big push press. Let's get some reps in. Again, this first movement is all hips, and then my knees and shoulders are coordinated here to push this thing off my shoulder. 5 seconds. Good, and switch hands, and go. So big jump, the weight comes from your hip to your shoulder, it rotates in your hand, it doesn't slam on my shoulder. 10 seconds. You can strict press it, or you can push press with your knees, aiding in the press, and rest. Okay, we're gonna slow it back down. Single leg Romanian deadlift. Ready, and go. Control this movement. Feel the stretch. Try to stay on one foot the whole time. Use your back leg. The higher it goes, the more balance you'll feel. 5 seconds. Let's go one more rep. Okay, good. Switch sides and go. Okay, I think my right side's my good side. Reach that back leg back. That will help you. Feel the stretch in your upper hamstring. Grip that ground with your toes. 5 seconds. Last rep. Uh-oh. All right, good, and relax. All right, here we go. Round 3, we're starting with our kettlebell swings. Ready, and go. Again, I'm letting this kettlebell go past my legs as if I'm reaching it back behind me and then throwing my hip. So I'm closing my hip joint and then opening it aggressively. We got 5 seconds left, and then we're gonna switch hands. Last rep, and switch hands. Reach that thing back, throw those hips. The closer the kettlebell is to your foot, the worse leverage you have in this exercise. 10 seconds. We're just ripping this thing through. 5 seconds. Last rep. All right, relax. Okay, here we go. Last round of our figure eights. Last round of the bottom of the squat endurance movements for the day. Here we go. Sink on down and go. Just figure eight in here. I don't think I've changed direction once, so feel free to do that. I'm just way better at this direction, so. The point of the exercise is to build some lower squat, bottom of our squat, strength here, and rest. All right, here we go. Round 3, clean to press, feet hip width, jumping this weight to my shoulder, ready, and go. So it's just a quick hips back. My lower body's doing a lot of work. My arms kind of going along for the ride here. Big press off the shoulder. 5 seconds. We're getting there. Last rep. Good, and switch arms. And go. So I'm rotating this kettlebell. Nice gentle landing on my wrist and shoulder. Not slamming this weight. I'm pulling it up my body close and not looping it. 5 seconds. Last rep. Good, and relax. Okay, right into our single leg RDLs. Here we go, and go. Reach that back leg nice and high. Think nice, proud chest. The prouder your chest, the more you'll feel stretch in your hamstring. Find your balance. 8 seconds left here. See if I can stay off this left foot the entire time. All right, switch legs and go. So reach this back leg nice and high, chest nice and proud if you can. This exercise is easier if you have no shoes on. Okay, we'll do a bonus one here since I fell over a little bit. A little bonus. All right, relax. Okay, I know I promised that the figure eight was the last squat endurance exercise for today. I lied. We got one more exercise. We're gonna revisit the squat mobilizer. You should be nice and warmed up in your lower body. We're just gonna go like we did last week, knee, knee, foot, foot, eyes the same level. We're gonna go for 30 seconds on all of these moves we do, okay? So here we go. We're gonna start in 3, 2, 1, and we're gonna stay in super low in our squat. Foot, foot, knee, knee, and my hands are out as a counterbalance, okay? Go at your own speed, all right? I'm trying to stay nice and even in my eyes. I don't want to pop up too much. We've got 12 seconds here. 10. Foot, foot, knee, knee. 5 seconds. Last one. Good, okay. Next up, we're gonna go plank series. We're gonna go classic plank, elbows and toes, side plank, okay? We're gonna go this direction, I suppose. Now you can modify this by being on the tops of your knees again, or for the side plank, you can bridge. You can be on your hand or elbow, and you can bridge on this bottom knee, bent at 90 degrees. Here we go, we're going 30 seconds on this low plank. Ready, and go. So we're gonna think happy thoughts here. I'm gonna try and stay nice and straight. A little bit of shake is okay. We're toward the end of this workout, and we've worked quite a bit. We're just gonna find our happy place. 12 seconds. Just breathe. We're getting close. 5 seconds. 2, 1, rest. Okay, we're gonna pick a side. Now on this side plank, you can stagger your feet, you can stack your feet, whatever feels comfortable for you. I'm gonna stack my feet. I'm gonna keep my elbow under my shoulder. I'm gonna find my balance here. We're going for 30 seconds. Ready, and go. So I'm a hand in the air person, but you can go on your hip. If you wanna make this even harder, you can elevate this top leg. I'm gonna stay here for now. And I'm just gonna think happy thoughts. Time tends to move slower when you're in a plank. We're getting there, 12 seconds. Keep holding, 10 seconds. 5, 3, 2, 1, down. Okay, other side. Same idea. Ready, and go. Now usually that first side is the toughest because you've had some fatigue from that classic front plank. So this side may be a little easier. That's okay. Still a bit of a challenge here. Time is passing. We've got 10 seconds. Almost there. 5, 3, 2, 1, rest. Okay, next up, we're going to lie flat on our back. We're gonna flutter kick. Try to keep your lower back flat on the ground if you can. I'm gonna go hands under my glutes. You can go hands or fists under your glutes. You can modify this by fluttering your legs higher or bending at the knee and touching the heel. I'm gonna try and keep my legs nice and parallel with the ground. Here we go. 30 seconds and go. And we're just gonna flutter these feet. I have a preference of keeping my head off the ground, but if you wanna put your head on the ground, you can. And we're just clenching our trunk, fluttering these feet. Time's going by. We've got 15 seconds left here. Keep working, modify as needed. I'm just clenching my trunk. 5 seconds. Almost there. 2, 1, rest. All right, so we're gonna start back with our squat mobilizer for 30 seconds. This is the last round of the day. We'll do a little bit of stretching and then we'll be finished. So here we go, squat mobilizer, and go. So I'm staying nice and low, finding a little rhythm here, just trying to get my hips to be mobile enough to just not feel uncomfortable at all at the bottom of my squat. Staying the same level with my eyes when I'm at the bottom here. You can speed it up if you feel comfortable, or you can slow it down if you need to. We got 5 seconds left. 2, 1. All right, rest. Okay, next up, we're going low plank. 30 seconds. Here we go in 3, 2, 1. And I'm holding this low plank, last low plank of the day. Trying to squeeze everything. Thinking happy thoughts. Finding my happy place. Pretending like I'm not actually in this front squat or this front plank right now. 12 seconds. Breathe. 6 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Rest. Okay. Next, pick a side, any side. We're going side plank for 30 seconds. Here we go in 3, 2, 1. Find your balance. Have that hand at hip, up straight, however you want to put it, to your side. Elevate that top leg if this is too easy for you, or drop that bottom leg to 90 degrees and bridge up if you need to modify. 12 seconds here. We're getting close. We've got 5 seconds. 2, 1, rest. Okay, other side here. Same idea. 30 seconds and go. We're just trying to build some endurance in our trunk, and our core and hips and shoulders here. And then the more comfortable we get in this position, the more we can challenge ourselves. So the more time we spend being uncomfortable, the more comfortable we are with that discomfort. 6 seconds here, we're almost there. 3, 2, 1. Okay. Last exercise of the day. We're fluttering for 30 seconds. Ready, and flutter. And our core might be a little fatigued right now from the planks. If your belly's burning a little bit, that's okay. Try and keep that lower back flat on the ground, or put those hands under your glutes. And we're fluttering here. Last exercise. We got 10 seconds left. We're almost there. Keep going. Finish it out. We've got 5, 3, 2, 1, rest. Let's go ahead and stretch. We'll do a quick stretch here. I would recommend spending more time on your mobility and stretches, and check our Wednesday film out for more mobility work. Okay, so it's gonna be a mobility focused day that you can kind of use for all of your days post-workout. But first thing we'll do is we're gonna go hip flexor stretch. We're gonna go groiner. We're gonna go right down into it. And we're gonna try and get both hands down inside my front foot. If you can get down to your elbows here, go for it. Breathe. Do your best not to hold your breath. I'm gonna abbreviate these stretches a little bit. But you should feel a nice stretch in your hip flexor and in your groin. Okay, let's go ahead and switch sides here. Sink into it. Hands down. You may notice that one side is a little more mobile than the other. That's not abnormal. Just means you may need to spend a little more time mobilizing a single side when you're doing your mobility work. Okay. Let's go back and let's get nice and wide on our mat. And we're just gonna go hips back, head down, arms down on the ground. And we're gonna stretch out our hamstrings and our lower back. You may feel a pull in your inside leg muscles, your adductor muscles. And let's go ahead and walk our hands over to a side. If you can go both hands on one foot, feel free. Otherwise, you can grab your calf or ankle. Modify to what your body allows. You should feel just a tiny, you shouldn't feel a ton of discomfort. You may feel a little discomfort, but emotionally you should just feel like a stretch. Let's go to the other side. You should be able to breathe through all the stretches that you do. None of the stretches you do should take your breath away. Okay, let's kind of shimmy our feet gracefully to hip width, slight bend in the knee, and just a fold over here. Should feel a nice stretch in your hamstrings and lower back again. Okay, slowly stand up, and let's go tricep stretch. We're gonna go, I'm gonna grab this elbow. You can grab your hand or you can push back. I'm just gonna be here grabbing my elbow. We did a decent amount of high plank work, shoulder work. We did a lot of squatting. Switch arms. And this will be the last stretch we do today. We'll hold it for 5 more seconds. All right, that's a wrap. All right, that's it for our BearFit On Demand Week 2 Strength and Endurance class. Thanks for joining. Hope to see you all next week, and have a great rest of your week.